10 and another edition of FFM Live. So yeah, welcome aboard. As always, guys, if you want to kind of comment and talk to me in the live chat, then you can. I do have a few things to cover in today's edition or ahead of the deadline. So if anyone who's been following me on Twitter at JoeRyan365 would have seen that basically I've been asking you to vote for my captain pick. So I don't really have an idea who to captain this week. So I'm kind of leaving it up to you, and I'll reveal the results at the end of this stream. So yeah, we've got, what is it now, half an hour to the deadline. So if you actually want to go ahead and contribute to the vote, then there should be a link in the description of this video. So if you go over, click on that, and then you'll be taken to my website where you can then vote for my Game Week 10 captain. Now, yeah, some of you are being quite funny by the looks of it and have voted for Brad Guzan. So yeah, over 80 votes now. Yeah, I'm getting a player. Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, so the vote's there. The vote is open to anyone who wants to contribute. So just click the link in the description and then we can have some fun with that. And basically, to be honest, I don't actually mind whoever you vote for, I'll be happy with. I'm actually pretty satisfied with my team at the moment. I think it's going to do all right this week. You'll notice there the one new addition for anyone who's been following my team. Cabaye has been brought in. So I replaced Chadley for Johan Cabaye. I think that's just a shrewd investment. So looking ahead to some of Palace's games, and obviously Cabaye really is the main talisman for Palace at the moment. He's taking all the free kicks and he'll take the penalties if they get any. And yeah, he's a decent shout. I mean, he's so cheap as well. So yeah, that's why I've brought in Johan Cabaye. So basically, yeah, this stream, as always, guys, it is going to be about you and your teams. So yeah, I will reveal my captain at the end. But I wanted to just highlight some of the teams that have actually been sent to me already on Twitter. So let me just jump over to them. So this is Matty James's team. I think you may even be on the live chat. So there you go, Matt. Your team is now up for everyone else to talk about. If anyone else wants to jump in on the live chat and maybe offer some advice for Matt's team, then go ahead. Obviously, yeah, you got a very good captain pick, in my opinion. I did have Costa as triple captain last week for anyone who was watching, and he did all right for me. Obviously, yeah, against Villa, unfortunately, they did all right. But in terms of points, then I did fine with Costa. So yeah, can he carry on that form? I mean, he's been well rested after he had the 3-game suspension. So yeah, he should be firing on all cylinders, really. And West Ham, I mean, yeah, they have been very strong this season, but how long is it going to last? So yeah, I was looking at Chelsea's fixtures thinking, yeah, you need to get some Chelsea boys in, and I've also got Azpilicueta, so that makes sense for me. I mean, I'll get to maybe this one question mark I have on your team in a second. I think other players have got one of your players as captain, which I think maybe won't work this so well this week. But anyway, this looks a very solid team to me, and actually has got a lot of the same players that I have. Obviously, the question mark for me is on Myhill in goal. But there is another question mark in this team, which I will get to. Sigurd's team as well. Another one, guys, if you want to tweet me your team, I am keeping an eye on Twitter as well. So you can just mention me at JoeRyan365, or you can use the hashtag FFMLive, and I'll try and actually then highlight some of your teams later on in this stream. So yeah, we've still got 25 minutes, so plenty of time, no rush. So yes, anyway, back to Sigurd's team. So strong backline with Spurs. I think they should do well this week. I've had Walker for the last, 4 or 5 game weeks, and he's basically got a clean sheet every time, so almost. So yeah, that's pretty good. And obviously Dyer is playing more in a kind of midfield role, almost. So that looks pretty good to me. Obviously, yeah, you got Bonnie in there as well. I'm hoping you put him in for Aguero last week. If you did, then happy days with that points haul. And you've also got the 2 Arsenal midfielders there. Özil coming back to form, did well in Champions League. So yeah, this team looks very strong to me. Now, the one question mark I have on this is Sanchez. So I did, for anyone who was watching last week, I did say that maybe Sanchez might be rested. So yeah, Wenger's actually come out and said, I think he said, don't be surprised if he is rested, and that if Sanchez says that he's tired, then Wenger's going to rest him. Um, so yeah, I've got doubts on Sanchez this week, but then again, I did say it last week, and he brought in double figures. So yeah, maybe don't read into too much what I think on that, but it's just one to be aware of for me. And yes, Vardy as well, very good. So yeah, this looks a very strong team to me. Maybe yeah, we've got missing there. United players. I mean, yeah, I've actually benched Juan Mata this week, so that actually makes sense to not have any Man United players. So yeah, good team, and I'll just think about the captain maybe. So yeah, anyone else kind of asking about Sanchez? I would not captain him just because of the risk that he may be rested, but you never know. He should play as well. But yeah, so that's just one question mark on that. Moving on. So we've got Tim's team as well, who tweeted me earlier today, so asking me what I think about his team. And again, you got similar with the Arsenal boys in there, Sanchez and Monreal, interestingly, rather than Bellerin. And going for Vardy captain. Now, this is probably going to be the most popular pick, I think, for this week, just because of the run of form that Vardy's in. And at home, Leicester have been scoring plenty of goals, and maybe Palace might be a bit shaky at the back, but yeah, we'll see. But I like the captain pick, and you've also got Pella. Now, you do play Mata in your team. I have benched him in mine, which I'll get to later on. And also Darmian, I wouldn't be starting him because I just think City are going to win at Old Trafford on Sunday. Although it's hard to predict that one because basically anything can happen in a Manchester derby. So yeah, just be kind of wary of that, I would say. But otherwise, again, solid lineup. Myhill is bringing in all the points in goal, but I can't bring myself to bring in any West Brom players just because, I can't handle that. Anyway, so yeah, looking at the fixtures as well, guys, I just wanted to kind of highlight a couple. So obviously, I think Villa are going to win today. If you haven't been following my channel, then just know that I am an Aston Villa fan. So yeah, I'm expecting big things from Villa, and I expect a clean sheet, which is also why I wouldn't mind if Guzan actually does get voted for in my captain vote. So as I said at the start of this stream, guys, if you want to vote for my captain, there's still time to do that, and I'll reveal the results at the end of this stream. This is how it stands at the moment. Guzan's on 80 votes, so that's a lot of people going for Guzan. I don't know if that's all West Brom fans trying to troll me, or people being funny, or people thinking that my team needs to fail this week. But anyway, I appreciate it. So yeah, bring it on. I'm happy to see Guzan being voted for, and I'm gonna just go with whatever happens basically. I'll get to the results in a second. Other fixtures, obviously, we've got plenty today at 3 o'clock, which is good. And all the big games are then tomorrow with, as I kind of touched on, the Manchester derby. I mean, hard to predict that one. I don't know if anyone's got any predictions for that they want to share, then please do so in the comments. I am going for a City win, even though they've got injuries with Silva and Aguero, obviously, but it didn't seem to hurt last week with De Bruyne and obviously Sterling and Bonnie stepping up. And that's some kind of B team they've got there. If you can consider them kind of the B players, then still pretty strong. Obviously, United have been better, and they did do very well against Everton last week. But against a better opposition in Man City, it might be, could be an interesting one. Hopefully, it's going to be a good game and not just a kind of stalemate. Hoping for a lot of goals in that one. It should be entertaining at least. Some other big games as well. Arsenal-Everton later on today. So obviously a lot of people have got Sanchez. They've got Bellerin in their teams. Walcott and Özil as well on the Arsenal side. Now I haven't got any Arsenal players or Everton. I may not even bother watching that one because there's no interest for me from the fantasy side. But this one should actually be a decent enough game. Everton will want to turn around come back strong after they were hammered by United last week. So we'll see how that one goes. So my big game, obviously, for me is the Villa-Swansea game. That's the one I'm going to be looking at. But the big one in terms of FPL is probably the United City game. Also looking at Leicester. So obviously, Leicester Palace, I kind of again touched on that before, but with Vardy leading the line for Leicester, doing so well. And will Mahrez start? Hopefully he does. Obviously he came on, got an assist last week. But I think it's time for him to come back and bring in some more points. That'll be pretty handy for me. And I've also got Cabaye on the Palace side. So that's, again, pretty decent. So guys, obviously continue to tweet me if you want to send me in your teams. I've already kind of covered a few. I'm not sure if FPL Hints is actually in the live chat at the moment, but the Chief has also shared his team, so this is a good guy to follow on Twitter. So he's gone with, okay, I'm going to struggle with the pronunciation, Wijnaldum, is it? Wijnaldum and Vardy in. And my guy Richie is out and Martial is out, interestingly. I've kept faith in Martial, whatever, just because, well, I didn't want to waste any more transfers. I had Chadley, he was out for Cabaye for me. But yeah, this looks a pretty strong team. And yeah, the Chief, I don't know if you are watching yet, but if you are, then yeah, I just wanted to give your team a shout out because that looks pretty good to me. So yeah, and the captain picked Vardy. I think that's pretty sound. A good choice. So maybe it'll be actually Vardy for me. As I say, I'll be revealing who I get at the end of this stream. So we've still got, what is it now? Still over 15 minutes to go. But if you want to actually influence who I pick as captain, then you can do so. There should be a link in the description of this live stream where you can actually then click to vote and kind of pick who I'm going to captain, because I'm kind of undecided. There's a few there that I wouldn't mind if they were captain, but any of these I honestly don't mind. So yeah, please guys, carry on and vote. I think there were nearly 300 votes the last time I looked, and Brad Guzan has got over 80 of them. So yeah, a little bit nervous, but we'll see how it goes in a second. Cool. All right, so now I just wanted to just highlight the top 10 in my league as well. So guys, again, if you've not signed up to my league yet, you still can. There's plenty of time to do so. I haven't closed my league down or anything just yet. So here is the top 10 at the moment. Now, yeah, Mark Elias is again leading the way. So he was still on top from last week. Lord of the Ings with the Gameweek point of 81 last week. Very strong. He actually beat me. I even played my triple captain last week, and that still wasn't enough to overtake or do better than Mark. But yeah, so there's plenty of movement in the top 10. Again, I just wanted to highlight that. So I don't know if anyone on the stream is in this top 10, then yeah, fair play. Doing very well to be in that position. I think I'm still on page 5, maybe. So yeah, I'm nowhere near contention of this, but it's all good fun, and obviously you get your teams, you'll get your name a shout out if you can crack it into that top 10. So yeah, pretty decent. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to Twitter and see some more of the teams that are coming in. So I know there are people that have tweeted me their teams. Cool, so I think I've done this before and it works, so you can actually still hear what I'm talking about. No need to see that. So yeah, I've also got the live chat kind of running here, but I also wanted to then highlight some of the teams that have been sent my way. So let's start off with Paul's team. Strikers versus defenders, who to bench. Okay, so obviously I would say Williams has to be benched for you because Villa are going to win today. So yeah, you should know that when you're asking me, is that I'm going to be very biased about Villa. So yeah, that's my one substitution I would recommend. Probably bring in Morgan, maybe. I don't know, is Marino even playing for Liverpool at the moment? Yeah, so I would just say Williams out, but that's just because I'm biased. Otherwise, the team's looking pretty good to me. Vardy captain. Özil I like as well, especially if Sanchez does get rested this week, then Özil should step up and do well. And sticking with Martial as well, which I am doing in my team, which we'll get to in a second. But otherwise, yeah, pretty solid, this team. So yeah, No real changes to make, to be honest. It's just I'm having fun with the Swansea. Anyway, let's get to Sves's team. Sves, have I said that right? Still debating the captain and if he's keeping Martial for another round. So yeah, that's maybe a question mark for me as well. I mean, otherwise the team looks pretty solid. Good to see the Villa boys in there at least. Dyer as well. I've got Martin in my team. Yeah, I'm happy with that as well. I guess the only, maybe Redmond might have a question mark over him. But otherwise, I think, it's a solid enough team. I think I mentioned at the start of the stream, I'm kind of in doubt about Sanchez because he could possibly be rested. So with this one, I mean, any of these two really, you should be happy to captain. Obviously, if only if Sanchez plays. But maybe again, this is a tactic I've used myself. If you're not taking this game that seriously and you're torn between two players, basically flip a coin and assign heads to one player, assign tails to another, and basically when the coin's in the air, you'll know who you want to pick. Because basically, if you think you flip it and you go, oh no, don't be Sanchez, then pick Vardy. That's top tip from me anyway. I've done that tactic myself because basically you'll end up knowing who you want to pick before you even see the coin. So that's just one little thing I could help you with. But anyway, let's get to some more teams. So there's plenty more being tweeted at me, so that's really cool to see, and you guys can carry on getting involved. Ivan, your team as well. Again, Vardy captain. This is looking like the most popular pick so far. And with good reason, I think. But the fact that he could go on, what is it now? He's scored in 6 games running and could make it 7. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Obviously, for me, question mark over the Swansea defence because Villa are going to win today. And bravely putting Pella on the bench, interestingly. I guess you're kind of torn between having the 5 in midfield, which is, I think that's pretty strong. So, I can see why you've benched Pella and maybe away from home he's not doing it as well as he has done at St Mary's. I say that he did score at Chelsea, so I kind of throw out that logic. But decent enough team, and I wouldn't say it's any time to play the chips just yet. Still save those. But I guess you just kind of have to brave it with Pella being on the bench and see what happens. Otherwise, very strong. And obviously, I have the doubts on the Swansea, but there you go. FPL Junior as well, thanks for tweeting me your team. Should you start Redmond or Gomes? Well, obviously Redmond, I'm going to say, rather than a Swansea player, because Swansea aren't going to win today. And Damian or Kolarov, I would go Kolarov myself. I've got Kolarov in my team, so that's what I'm going for. But this guy is very good as well. So again, it's almost one of those where you flip a coin. Maybe just take the gamble and go for the City combo with De Bruyne. Because obviously if De Bruyne does well, then Darmian is going to fail. Or is not going to get the clean sheet points anyway. And there's a chance that Kolarov could get clean sheet points. So I understand why you kind of 50-50 on that. I would go Kolarov myself. And also bring in Redmond over Gomes just because I'm biased for Villa. All right, Tony, I think you're on the live chat as well. So that's good to see. And wow, Sterling out, Hazard in. Interesting. Very brave move, I guess, with Sterling being obviously red hot after last week. But I mean, I can see what you're going for there because obviously with Chelsea's run of fixtures of late, they're pretty decent. And they are due to kind of turn things around and do very well. So Hazard, why not? Pretty decent signing. And I would even consider having him as captain just because of I had those doubts over Sanchez. I mean, I've not heard any. I've only heard like the press conference from Wenger just saying that if he heard that Sanchez was tired, then he would be happy to rest him. But I don't know for sure if he's going to. So, I guess that doesn't even help. But at least thanks for sending in the team. And, good luck with Hazard as well over Sterling. So, not even one City player in there. So, I don't know if that might come back to haunt you as well. But, interesting one. I think, Tony, you're actually very high up in my league. So, you know more than I do about this. So, fair play. Actually, yeah, Tony, if I'm right in thinking with midget knees, they are actually in the top 15, I think, of my league. So yeah, this guy, yeah, knows more than me. So yeah, maybe Tony, if you can just explain maybe the Sanchez decision in the live chat or in the comments, then yeah, that'd be pretty helpful for everyone else. But yeah, that looks pretty good to me. Cool. So we've got a few more. Cheers, Marv, for the plug. Yeah, we've got a few more. Cool. Adam, thanks for tweeting me your team. Missing out the hashtag, but I'll let you off this week. Anyway, nice team name as well. Okay, so going for Costa captain. I mean, this worked for me well last week when I actually went for the triple captain. It was pretty brave. But yeah, you got the goal and assists. So yeah, why not carrying on that form, I guess. West Ham away could be ominous for some, but Chelsea are a stronger team than West Ham. Well, judging on previous form rather than the form of this season, Chelsea should do well. So yeah, I agree. That's a decent enough captain pick, and you've got the two Arsenal players in there. Bertrand, is he back now? I've not really followed the Southampton backline. Obviously, the Cedric or whatever his name is, that Cedric situation. If anyone's been watching on Twitter as well, FPL players would have been, yeah, amused by what happened with that. I thought it was a joke, but I might have been wrong. But anyway, yeah, maybe less said about that, the better. You can go and look on Twitter for more details on what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, strong enough team. And apart from the West Brom, you should do pretty well, I think. Alan, getting to your team again, missing out the hashtag, but again, I'll let you off because this is now, the third, fourth live stream I've done. So yeah, we're figuring out how to do this together, right? Okay, so again, West Brom. Annoyingly, they're doing very well, so that could be clean sheet points your way. Unfortunately for me, because I'm a Villa fan. But anyway, yeah, Vardy captain, very solid. And I want Mahrez to do well. I want him to start this week. I don't know if he's going to. I hope he does for me. But yeah, otherwise, Mane, very interesting. I like him as well. I've not got him yet. It's one I'm kind of having half an eye on. Maybe bringing him in the future might be an option as well. So yeah, very good. Okay, so good luck with your team. And also, let's go and have a look at HM96UH07, catchy name, your team as well. So again, Myhill, very popular choice. Now, I've got Guzan in goal for me, so he's going to do a lot better. Anyway, so cool, you've got the two West Ham guys in there. So Payet I've got as well, but also Creswell, interestingly. And wow, what a captain pick. Mitrovic is a loose cannon, I think, to put it nicely. Yeah, and especially in the heated environment against Sunderland this weekend, that is a ballsy pick. I mean, he's got the potential to be a very decent player, but it's just how it's so volatile, is so prone to yellow cards, red cards. That is a brave shout. But yeah, good luck to you. I can kind of see what it is, because sometimes it can take these big derby games to get the best out of players. So yeah, why not? Go for it. I quite like it, actually. Again, it's maybe a bit random compared to others, but that it could be what kind of sets your team apart from everyone else as well. So this is kind of why I'm hoping for my captain to be a random one. But anyway, so yeah, just a reminder, guys, if you want to actually vote for my captain, there should be a link in the description below this video. So there it is. So you can actually go in and just click that link and vote for my captain. I'll reveal in a couple of minutes, because now we're running quite close to the end, or to the deadline, right? So let me just get this all set up properly again. So I've got live chat going as well. Cool. And yeah, let's get back to some of these teams. And so what do I reckon on Mark's team? Mark Hugard from Scandinavia, I'm assuming. Danish champion. Yeah, nice. So I'm in Denmark as well, so happy days. But I'm not going to try and speak Danish for you right now, maybe in a future video. Anyway, Mark, thanks for sending me your team. Very colour coordinated with the 3 Saints players and then the 3 West Brom. Nice. Obviously, I'm again predict that West Brom are going to fail just because I'm a Villa fan. But interestingly, yeah, tripling up on the Saints away at Liverpool, brave. But yeah, nice captain pick, and you've done the same as me in benching Juan Mata. I completely agree. I thought he did really badly last weekend. I don't know, if it was just maybe tired after internationals or whatever, but he didn't show up against Everton, and also that you got the other United boy on the bench as well. So I think that's a sensible move, to be honest. I'm sure that might kind of go against the grain in the chat. But yeah, I think it's a good move and decent enough team. I'm not sure where you are in my league. Sure, you're probably higher than me. If you've had Sanchez anyway, then for a long time, then happy days. Cool. So we'll get to just a few more because I need to get the result of the vote revealed. And yeah, so let's just get to Aiden's team. Any changes to be made? Well, you've only got 4 minutes to do so. I like the captain pick again. So following on from Mark and the fact that I'm in Denmark right now, Christian Eriksen is a great player and a shrewd enough captain pick for me. I like that. Also starting Mata, interesting one, but yeah, not really any alternatives. So yeah, like it. Although then, you've got the clash with City defence and Mata. So if Mata does well, then these players are going to lose the clean sheet points. So it's maybe one to think about. But otherwise, solid enough, and I like the captain. Nice work. And again, Adriel, I like your captain pick as well. Mahrez, I want him to start. I want him to do well again. So yeah, I like it. And Barkley on the bench, interestingly, I was thinking about bringing him in myself. Instead, I brought in Johan Cabaye, but I like him, and he's probably going to come into my team later on in the season. But yeah, good luck, and thanks for the tweet. And also, Andrew, you're going to be the last team I show before revealing my captain pick this week, and you're going for Eriksen captain as well, which is nice. So yeah, good luck with that, and I think that's pretty solid enough team. Okay, so we're going 3 minutes to go, and I think it's time to close the vote and reveal all. So, well, there you are. That was pretty quick. So yeah, Guzan ended up getting 84 votes in the end. 29% of you went for my goalkeeper to be captain. Thanks a lot for that. But no, my captain this week is going to be young Jamie Vardy. So he's the man on fire at the moment, scoring 6 games running. I'm happy with either of these, to be honest. Vardy is very good for me, and Guzan would have been funny. And I want to see Villa win, so it would have made sense to vote for Guzan as well. But that is it. That is my team. That means Vardy is going to be captain. So let's bring up my team. So this is confirmed. Locked in is that, Jamie Vardy gets the armband. Brad Guzan are going to be vice captain because he was second in the vote. And so the new signing is Johan Cabaye. And that's the rest of my team basically. So obviously let me know in the comments what you think of either my captain or my team in general. So on the bench is Juan Mata, and who else have I got on the bench? Let me just bring that up as well. So I've also got Martin is actually on the bench for me. Let me just make sure that's right. Yeah, cool. So Martin is on the bench, and Target is just making up the numbers at this stage on the bench as well. So that's it. That's my team that's now going to be locked in. I'm not going to make any more changes because, we've only got a minute to go before the deadline. But yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks so much to everyone who voted. I mean, I can't believe how many of you actually got involved. It was really good to see. There was nearly 300. Let me just have a look again. I think 280 odd. Actually went over 300 in the end. So that's really cool. And so close with Guzan. 91 votes in the end, actually. I've just refreshed and some more people are voting, which is good, but that's not going to change the outcome. It is Jamie Vardy as captain for me. Let's see how that goes. Unbelievable. Maybe that's all the West Brom fans trolling me. Maybe it's people thinking that my team deserves to be brought down a peg or two. maybe. But yeah, it's good interaction anyway. I was really happy to see everyone get involved and vote for who I should pick as captain. And yeah, Jamie Vardy, I'm happy with, so he gets the armband. And there you go, we're locked in. So that's now 2 o'clock UK time. So there you go. Okay, so oh no, I'm just having a look at the live chat, and Mahrez is benched. No, not again. Ah, so okay, yeah, I'm going to stick around because obviously the team news is going to be coming in now, and maybe it's worth getting a reaction to that team news. And Mahrez benched, is he? Oh God, yeah, that's not good, is it? Okay, so let's actually just bring this up so you can see what I'm looking at. I've got a tweet here from someone as well. All right. No, Mahrez is playing. Thank God for that. But anyway, so I wanted to highlight HM96's tweet. For me, it's the Guy Ritchie. So maybe you've been watching from the start when I had the Guy Ritchie as my captain, but then Mitrovic is your captain. I love that. Really nice. And yeah, there you go. Good stuff. But let's have a look at some of the lineups. I think I should have them all on my Twitter feed. Okay, so the teams. So we've got a few here. So Kabay starts for me. Good. Let's try and get some more of the starting lineups. So Leicester, obviously, Mahrez is in there. Happy days. Jamie Vardy as well. My captain is starting. Good. Chelsea lineup with Hazard is in there. So yeah, people who've got him, good. Diego Costa and Azpilicueta are starting for me, which I am happy about. Interesting. Martin's in there for Norwich. He's on my bench, so yeah, hoping he kind of fails actually. Anyway, West Ham been kind enough to post both teams. Very nice. Payet starts. Good. And yeah, skip West Brom. No one needs that. And yeah, let's say goodbye. The Villa lineup. Brad Guzan does start. Good. And Rudy starts. Kieran Richardson. Interesting. But yeah, decent enough lineup for the Villa. Am I missing something? No Scott Sinclair. Not even on the bench. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I won't dwell too much on this. I'm just trying to digest this team. Obviously, I'm predicting a Villa win, clean sheet for Brad, maybe a penalty save or two. Good. Anyway, cool. So let's go and have a look if there's more team news. I think we've got everything now covered. Just looking back at the live chat, people were trolling me with Mahrez. Thanks for that. Yeah, brilliant. Nice one, guys. Cool. So I want to stick around a little bit more. Maybe if there's some more people who want to tweet me their teams, you can do so. That's fine. This was the live stream. I wanted to reveal my captain and the vote. And again, thanks to everyone who just took part in that, and also everyone who tweeted me. I think we've got pretty much all the team news in now. Stokes. Yeah, I haven't got any Stoke players. Who's this Joselu fella? Never heard of him, but yeah. Playing up top, interesting. Again, I've not even got any Watford players either, so I'm not too fussed about that. Now, this is my lineup. I won't refresh because basically the game will be updating right now. Vardy, confirmed captain for me. And again, thanks a lot to everyone who made that happen. Hopefully he's going to do well. So yeah, obviously the fixtures as well. Oh, and the green arrows from last week. That's nice to see. Anyway, so some of the fixtures, so we've got the Villa team news coming in. We've got the Swansea lineup as well, which I've not talked about because, I haven't got any Swansea players in my team. Mahrez starts for Leicester. Vardy starts, obviously. Kabay starts. Good. I only got Martin on the bench for this game. I haven't got any of these players. And Payet starts, and Diego Costa starts, and Azpilicueta starts for Chelsea. So plenty of chances to get a lot of points, at least for me, from the 3 o'clock games. No chance for me to get any points from this game. because I haven't got any players. Spurs clean sheet, please, on Sunday. And then the big game with, I've got De Bruyne, obviously, and Kolarov for City against United at Old Trafford. Big game, and looking forward to that one. And thankfully, there's no Monday night football. It's actually, kind of hinders me because as I said, I'm in Denmark, so it means staying up late if I want to watch a Monday night game. So this week, we've got all the games done and dusted by Sunday night, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, looking forward to basically all of these fixtures. Most of them I've got an interest in, apart from, a couple. Really looking forward to these games now, the 3 o'clock ones. I don't know, guys, if you had any more questions for me or even tweets coming my way. There's nothing coming in right now, which is fine. Just to highlight that one again. That was pretty funny. Anyway, let's get back to the stream. To the live chat. So Harry Smith, the stream is still going. So I've got 27 people online right now. So why not? Let's carry on. I've kind of run out of things to show because I've shown off my team. I've shown off the results of the vote. So this is actually now the final results. I know Guzan was kind of, what was he around 80 with the screenshot I showed. So he ended up getting 91 votes. I think I'm going to do this again next week. This is good fun. Thanks to everyone who did vote, obviously, for the other players. I mean, the two I've been keeping an eye on are Guzan and Vardy. So Vardy wins it. Interestingly, De Bruyne coming third. Again, I would have been happy with that. I would have been happy with Costa. Cabaye was actually on my shortlist for potential captains. I was going to do that. When I brought him in, I thought that could be a big kind of differential. I don't see anyone else on Twitter who's posting their teams, and no one else is captaining Cabaye. So that could have been nice for me. But with Vardy, I mean, he's the man he's on form, isn't he? So there you go. I'm happy with that. And again, confirmed, locked in. Vardy is captain. Cool. So I kind of, how much more can I say, really? I think that's enough for at least, my team anyway. Kind of run through the games. Obviously, I'm predicting Villa to win. Villa should win comfortably with a clean sheet. I mean, I say this pretty much every week. So, if you are going to subscribe to this channel, then get used to me being biased about Aston Villa. That's just the way it is. That's it. Leicester, I think, again, with this, Leicester have been so entertaining to watch this season. It's been, pretty crazy. They've been really good in attack, but then very kind of shoddy at the back. So, Leicester, I'm hoping for a big scoring game here, especially because I've got Vardy, Mahrez, and Cabaye in there. So I want Cabaye to score a couple, Mahrez to score. Vardy, obviously, I want him to score as many goals as he can. So, maybe a 4-3 Leicester. That would be the kind of game I want to see. So, that would be my prediction. Let's go for that. 4-3 Leicester. Nice. Norwich as well. Again, I'm going to have to predict Norwich win because they're playing West Brom. So, Norwich win, clean sheet. And that will have me being a bit annoyed that I didn't put in Martin. Actually, that should have been no. Maybe I should have gone for Martin over Walker. But Walker's been so solid lately, then it makes sense. I've taken a gamble on Kolarov. As for the Quetta, I don't think is much of a gamble, although he does clash with Payet. Let's go for Norwich 1-0. That's my prediction. Stoke Watford. Again, not a lot of interest from my fantasy team, but Stoke should win that one. I know obviously Watford have got the guy Igalo, whatever it is, in form. Maybe a 2-1 Stoke. Let's go for that. Could be an entertaining game. It usually is at the Brit. Pretty entertaining. I'll go for 2-1 Stoke. And West Ham Chelsea, again, I kind of hope for goals. I want Payet to score, but I also want Azpilicueta to keep a clean sheet or to score for Chelsea. So let's go for 3-1 Chelsea with Azpilicueta on the score sheet. That'll be fine. 3-1 Chelsea. Arsenal Everton, again, I've not got any interest for my players, but Arsenal should win that one, I think. I mean, yeah, with the run of form Arsenal have been in and how they played against Bayern Munich, then yeah, they should be pretty much on fire and raring to go. And although Everton, obviously they lost last week, they want to come back. So let's go for 2-1 Arsenal. Özil, I want to say that he's going to do well. I haven't got him in my team yet. I was actually thinking of bringing in Ramsey before he got injured. So yeah, I think Özil's going to score. It's just going to be interesting to see if Sanchez is rested. So yeah, Everton. Actually, Everton even going to score away at Arsenal. Yeah, 2-1 Arsenal for that one. Now, Sunderland Newcastle on the Sunday. That is not easy to predict. That is going to be one where it's basically going to be fireworks, I think, from first whistle to the last, because I mean the rivalry up there is it's pretty awesome. And when you've got someone like Mitrovic for Newcastle, then pretty much anything can happen in that game. Obviously, yeah, Newcastle scored 6 last week, but I mean it's a kind of different kettle of fish when it's their biggest rivals up at their place. So yeah, I'll go for Newcastle to score at least one. Let's go for a close game. Let's say 1-0 Newcastle. I'll go for a tight, close game for that one. Bournemouth Spurs clean sheet, nailed on. I'm going to have to shout that out because I've got Walker in my team. And Christian Eriksen with a couple of goals. So yeah, Spurs 2-0 for that one will be my prediction. And then United City, so obviously like Sunderland Newcastle, it's going to be fiery. It's going to be very hard to predict. But for me, I think City get the edge just because I think they're more solid and they've got more resources, obviously. When players get injured for City, it doesn't seem to be much of a problem because what was it? They scored 6 against Newcastle and then had 2 players injured, Aguero, Silva, and then scored 5 against Bournemouth. So yeah, maybe a little bit of a decrease, but not a lot. They've got plenty in reserve, and yeah, I'm going to have to go with a City win. United obviously going away in Champions League to Moscow. I wouldn't fancy going there, playing, and then coming back to face City. So I'll go for a City win. Let's go. It could even be a big one. It could be like the 6-1 or 4-1. It could be big. So I'm going to go City 3-1, I think. Yeah, United should get 1 at least, but then City are going to be too strong, I think. Liverpool Southampton. Saints are pretty decent with Pella going, and they did well against Chelsea obviously a couple of weeks ago. But then Liverpool with Klopp. Again, it's hard to work out how they're going to do with the new manager. And Sturridge, is he back? He should be. So I'll go for Liverpool win. 2-1. I think Southampton will score. Pella will score. So sorry to the guy who had him on the bench. But I think Pella will grab a goal in that one. And again, for me, I'm not really too fussed about this game because I haven't got any players in my lineup. So just check in on Twitter if there's a few more. Cool. So Aidan actually weighing in with your prediction about Spurs. Did I say 2-0 as well? I think I did. No, 2 Christian Eriksen goals, clean sheet for Spurs. So I agree, funnily enough. And Niraj has got to your team as well. So now this team is locked in, I assume, with Sanchez captain. Now I'm kind of waiting to see if Sanchez gets arrested, that is going to be an interesting one. You got Rojo as well. Nice. They've got the clash there with City United. Again, this is going to happen pretty much at least once or more times in the season that you're going to have 2 players playing against each other in the same week. Well, that just happens. So obviously maybe you're hoping either for a 0-0, which it could well be, or you want both of these to get involved with the goals and assists. So interesting. Butland I like as well as a keeper. Walters I was looking at having myself at one point. But question mark. Is he even starting? I didn't actually see the Stoke. Well, I did see the Stoke lineup. I can't remember it. I assume he's starting, right? Anyway, And then you've got Dyer potentially to replace Waters if he doesn't play. Obviously, yeah, Swansea, I'm not going to fancy to do well today because I want Villa to win. But cool, guys, you can still see the live chat is still running. By Thomas. Maybe see you next time, hopefully. So I just wondered if there was any questions actually for me. So Matter on the bench, yep. I did explain that hopefully in the live chat, or well, in the live stream. Basically, I think that I've got better options with, if I go back to my team. So with Peye, Mahrez, Cabaye, I think we'll do better than Mata at home to City. So I know, yeah, this is probably going to be a decision I'm going to regret, but that's the kind of the thought process I've gone through. And I want Martial to start, although looking at it now, I should have probably switched those around, but never mind. Time will tell, see if I did all right. So yeah, not many clean sheets. I'm not predicting too many. Obviously, Spurs clean sheet would be nice. City clean sheet or Martial to grab a hat trick would be all right. Either way, I'll be happy. So let's carry on looking through the chat. So yeah, any guys? Yeah, thank you, Harry. I actually did do some of those. Don't leave. I'll try not to. You'll find something for me to talk about. I think, yeah, with the score predictions, you did find something for me to talk about as well, which is good. How long have we got? So, yeah, we still got a long time till the games. So, 45 minutes. I'm not sure how long I can stick around for. It'd be pretty cool. Chelsea 1905 giving a plug for his YouTube channel. Yeah, fine. Go and have a look. Do I think City will beat United? Yes. Yeah, I think I kind of covered that before. Yeah, it's still going. Now, yeah, I was planning on... okay, yeah, so that explains the trolling earlier about Mahrez not starting. Very good. Anyway. Time spot for the first beer. I tell you what, Tony, that is a brilliant shout. And it's not a plug for... because I'm in Denmark, but I did have a beer on hand. So Tony, yes. There you go. It's time to crack that first beer of the day. Skål. Cheers, guys. And guys, yeah, if you want to get involved with more live streams like this, then this is what I want to do basically most weeks. Or at least, maybe not next week because I'm kind of busy. But this looks like it might become a regular thing, hopefully. To get you guys involved. And yeah, that's it. Let's see, let me just go back to reveal my team again. Just to sum up, yeah, this is the final team that I'm going with. Oh yeah, Thomas is saying it's a bit early for the first beer. Well, don't forget I'm in Denmark, so I'm an hour ahead. So yeah, happy days. Good. So a few of you joining me with the beer, so nice one. Yeah, I was kind of almost just signing off then, but I still think there are a few people here on the live stream, so I'm going to carry on for a little bit. So nice. So yeah, a few more people joining me for a beer. So yeah, why not? It's Saturday. If no one's working, then good stuff. Let's sit back, enjoy the football, and watch those points come in. That's nice. Anyway. But guys, as always, if you want to tweet me throughout the games, then you can. So yeah, that's at JoeRyan365. Let's get this out of the way. I mean, look how complicated all this is with the live streaming. I think it works. Again, any feedback that you have or comments about the streams, anything else that you want to see different or you want me to add in, then please let me know. Either here on YouTube in the comments or on Twitter as well. So at JoeRyan365, you can go follow me, interact, and basically we'll be talking about fantasy football the whole time. Now this guy, it's a good timing actually. I don't think he's watching the stream, but I wanted to highlight his account because it is a really good one to follow if you want kind of fun graphics around FPL and something a little bit different. So I'm kind of trying to do graphics myself or kind of animations and videos, but this guy kind of takes it to another level, is pretty good at it. So yeah, I don't know if you're watching, but yeah, I wanted to highlight your account and also your team. So let's have a look. You've got West Brom. Unlucky. Yeah, well, I say that he's probably going to get a clean sheet, but I don't want him to. And also Fabianski in goal, I don't want him to do well because I'm a Villa fan. And you've got the same captain as me and Jamie Vardy. They're a very strong captain, and you've got Mahrez starting, so happy days for you, Andre. Very good. And yeah, it would be really interesting to see about Sanchez if he is rested this week. I'm not sure if he's going to be. We'll see. And you've gone the all right. Wijnaldum, is it? I'll get it right by the end of the season, guys. If you want to kind of help me out, that'd be good. Okay, so yeah, changes for Swansea actually. Sigurdsson starts, Norton and Key, Rangel, Cork, Barrett out. Doesn't bother me. I mean, I haven't got any Swansea players. Sigurdsson, I'm maybe a little bit wary of actually being a Villa fan. He might do well today, but FPL wise, not a lot in it for me. Oh, and I might as well give a shout out also to Campo Retro, who I did go and buy. Hopefully, I can show you this in quite kind of real time. Basically, I bought a Villa shirt from them. Let me go and find it. So yeah, this Villa shirt from Campo Retro is winging its way to me from Denmark, to Denmark from England. So yeah, that's going to appear in a future live stream or a future video here on YouTube for sure. So some of you may have spotted the copper Zaire shirt. Now, if you don't know the story behind this shirt, then yeah, go and look up your football history. And one moment in the World Cup a few years ago, back in the 70s, yeah, that will kind of explain why I bought that shirt. It's iconic for a few funny reasons. But yeah, this is the shirt I'm getting from them, so I just wanted to give a shout out to Campo Retro as well. And I don't know if any of you have kind of used these guys before or bought anything from them, but yeah, highly recommended. So yeah, really good stuff. And let me just get to see this notification. Danish beer is cheaper than Norwegian ones. Yes, Tuborg. You've gone for the Tuborg Light. I've never tried that one. I've got Tuborg Classic, which for me is a lot better. But yeah, cheers, Tony. And yeah, here's to a good day of fantasy league, of Premier League, and plenty of points hopefully from this lot. Yeah. So yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in. That was so cool to see that. And guys, if you want to tweet me your view, how you're watching the stream or how you're going to watch the football today, then I'm loving that. That's really cool as well. And also, obviously, if you do it when I'm doing the live stream, then you're going to get a shout out and a mention as well here on the video. So yeah, keep that up. I love all this. It's really good fun for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for now. Yeah, kind of running out of things to say. I'm just going to have to stick to the beer. And yeah, hopefully get to some more of your teams, actually, if you tweet me. Let me just jump in back to the live chat, actually, see if there's any more questions for me. Okay, so this is weird now. I can see myself in the stream. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. Interestingly. Okay, Charlie, yeah, feel free to do that. Tweet me your team from a different game. Now, I don't play the Sun Dream Team competition, but I know a lot of people do. Let me just get this a bit better so you can see what's going on. Whoa. Okay, so still a few of you on here. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's keep this live stream up and the live chat going as well. So yeah, as I said, the Sun Dream Team, I don't play myself. I've tried it once a long time ago and failed miserably. So yeah, feel free to tweet me your team. I guess it's pretty similar rules, right? But you don't have transfers every week. That's how I remembered it anyway. What is it? You have like a transfer window halfway through the season or something. There you go. Sorry, Charlie, I missed that before. Okay, so yeah, Sun Dream Team again is, yeah, I don't play this, so that's the thing. I don't think you can make any changes, can you? But anyway, you've got Pei in there. I don't know if you had him in from the start of the season. Again, if you can, yeah, leave in the chat about like maybe the story behind the team, then that'll be interesting for everyone else and for me. You got Pei in there, Memphis. Yeah, kind of disappointing so far this season. Maybe you could do well this weekend. but he's got a tough task when he's got City coming to Old Trafford, right? But yeah, looks good to me. I mean, yeah, as I said, I don't really play this game. Okay, so Tony, you're in Norway, nice. So that's funny, actually. It's basically the one country where Danish stuff is cheap. Yeah, brilliant. So yeah, raining. It's not raining here, but it's always a good day to watch football, if you ask me. So yeah, cheers to that. Awesome. Okay, so I think wow, nearly an hour spent on this live stream. I've gone through everything I had planned. So basically, the one with the reveal of the vote. I wanted to reveal who I'm picking as my captain. Not who I'm picking, who you lot picked. So yeah, 91 of you voted for Guzan while he was pipped by Vardy. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, it could have been brave of me to have Guzan as captain, I know, but I left it up to the vote, and it's a democracy, my team. So yeah, Vardy gets the captain's armband. I wanted to show some of your teams, which I did as well over on Twitter. So thanks a lot to everyone who tweeted me their team. Obviously using the hashtag FFM Live. I'll be keeping a close eye on it, and well, for next time anyway. And obviously, feel free to follow me on Twitter at JoeRyan365. Tweet me, I don't know, questions or comments, whatever it is. I do kind of stick around on that. I'll try and get back to you. I also wanted to go over the fixtures, which I've done, and that was basically what I had planned. And also with the league update, so top 10 of the league, and then hopefully get to some of your questions. So, Aidan, you've got in touch. Do you think it's wise to sell players when they rise in value in order to make profit? Friend's team is worth £107. Bargain. I get, obviously you mean 107 million. For me, the rise in value doesn't really mean a whole lot because when I swapped out Aguero, I managed to afford Aguero and then swapped. Oh, is this going to work? Probably not now. Or maybe. But yeah, if you have a player like Aguero who then gets injured, then money is basically no object because you can afford any other players. So yeah, for me, I don't worry too much about. I mean, obviously, I would worry if I didn't have enough money in the bank, and then one of my players either dropped or increased in value when I had my eye on. But I don't think it's that big a thing, to be honest, with the value. I mean, what is it? It only rises 0.1 a time, 0.2 maybe in a game week. So if you kind of just leave a little bit in the bank, then you're fine. So obviously, you may have a player like this who never plays to afford the more expensive players. But for me, it doesn't really matter too much. That's it really. I don't have too much opinion on when's the best time to transfer. I did try it a few times where I transferred basically almost during the game week or even, like basically after the last game, and then got your fingers burned when they get injured in the Champions League or whatever it is. So there's not a whole lot of benefit to making transfers early. Not for me anyway. I'm sure there are FPL experts out there that think you need to be transferring as soon as possible. But anyway, for me, there's no big advantage to be gained. I mean, I just try and get the players that I think are going to do well the next week. And on that, also maybe look ahead to upcoming games, like already thinking about game week 11, maybe game week 12 even, and then ahead to game week 13. So big one here actually, the gap between 13 and 12 is the 2-week gap, I think. So there's international break again in between here. So again, be wary of that if you're planning ahead with your teams and your transfers. One to think about. Good. You thought the same. Awesome. I don't want to touch this just yet. I don't want to think about transfers. I've already taken too many hits. I wasn't planning on taking any hits this year, but I've already taken. Was it 3 weeks I've taken hits. Anyway. But actually, going back to my team, I just wanted to say that again, thanks to everyone who voted for Vardy. The last time I put a vote up for captain was when Aguero scored 25 points. So, yeah, big things, big expectation on Vardy. I'm sure Guzan will do well as well, seeing as 91 of you actually voted for Brad Guzan to be my captain. So maybe you know something I don't know. Maybe you know that he's going to save a penalty. Yeah, that's wishful thinking, but that could happen. Okay, Borough James, if you joined the league recently, basically, yeah, you'll only be able to see the rest of the league after this game week. So I think I can show you how that looks for me. So again, showing you my league, the top 10. So I see, if I refresh this, I should actually see you in this list of to be added. So I think, yeah, Borough James, I'm guessing James Shepherd. So yeah, basically you'll be added after the next points update. So obviously, yeah, get this game week out of the way, and then you'll be joining the fun and games of my league, where I am down in 204th at the moment, and I've got a long way to go to catch up with the leaders. But yeah, I don't know if you want to say how many points you're on, or just wait until next week so I can see that maybe you jump straight into the top. Who knows? But yeah, this is the league update again. I did show this earlier on in the stream for anyone who's just joined. This is obviously the top, was it there, 23 that you can see. So yeah, very strong teams at the top. And it looks like the game has actually been updated, so we can actually have a sneak peek at Mark's team. I don't think Mark's on the stream right now, but let's have a look at his lineup if we can. That's quite interesting. So I know we had Bonnie and De Bruyne last week. Yeah. Okay, so one transfer made. Interestingly, okay, yeah. So I was bigging this up during the live stream. I saw a couple of you had Eriksen as captain, and I completely agree. That is a shrewd shout. And the leader of my league, Mark Elias, Lord of the Ings, has gone for Christian Eriksen as captain as well. Like it. So yeah, that's very interesting. I tell you what, let's go and have a look how this compares to the top team. Actually, wow, yeah, Mark is actually 68 in the whole world at the moment, and he's part of my league, so I like that. Let's try and get Mark. I'm gonna support Mark because basically that hopefully means that my league goes up as well. But anyway, let's see the overall leaders. Let's have a look at who they've captained as well. This is always actually quite interesting. I see this on Twitter a lot. People highlight it. So I might as well incorporate this into my stream for those who are still watching. So yeah, just to answer you, Tony, I think it's now 650 or close to in my league. So yeah, more the merrier. Everyone can come aboard. It'll be good fun. But anyway, let's start with let's have a look at the top 5. So this guy is on 608 points. Ballers. Let's have a look at who he's gone and captained this week. And that's actually then, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so Sanchez, again, I have doubts, but then again, I'm not 5th in the world, so yeah, that's interesting enough. And Mahrez benched. Wow, okay. So I definitely wouldn't have done that for me, but again, maybe that's why I'm not in the top 5. So yeah, what do you reckon to that? Sanchez as captain, pretty good, it could be. So this looks a very balanced team as well. 2 West Ham, 2 Everton, 2 Leicester, 3 Arsenal, 2 United, and then the random West Brom. Nice. Okay, so that's the top. That's the 5th place player. Has gone for Sanchez. Interesting. Let's have a look at 4th. Now this again, just a reminder, is the top players in the whole thing. Whole game, so yeah, overall ranked 4th in the world, going for Kane captain. So I don't have the transfer history. I can get it, but interesting. So that's another one. So Mark, top who's my league, has gone for Eriksen, and this guy Ryan, who is top 4th in the whole world, is going for Kane as captain. Quite like that actually. Yeah, week to score, and maybe should have done. So yeah, maybe he's due. Maybe expecting big things against Bournemouth. So yeah, why not? very good. Got Sanchez. Obviously, if you're going to be in the top four, then you're going to have Sanchez at some point. But he hasn't gone and captained him, so interesting. And the third place team, having a look at their captain pick. So Vardy, following everyone who's voted for Vardy for my team. So the guy who's third in the whole thing is going for Vardy as well. Interestingly, bringing in Perez for Newcastle. I quite like that. Again, yeah, Newcastle obviously very good last week. They could follow up. Interestingly, he's got Yaya Toure from the City instead of anyone else. Instead of like Bonnie up front or interesting. Yeah, it's got the 3 Arsenal, 2 City, and Vardy captain and Mahrez. So yeah, be hoping for that. Damn it, he's got Williams. We don't want Williams to do well this week. Come on, Villa. Anyway, let's carry on. Get to the second place guy. So yeah, nice name, Shamak, my bitch up. Very good. Overall, 625 points. So this captain pick, Vardy, yeah. Okay, very good. And Balassi, interesting. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not sure which transfers they made. Maybe I'm guessing that Balassi was the one they brought in. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. If you want to comment on what you think about these top teams, maybe are they just lucky to be there, or have they actually got a team that you kind of want to emulate down the line? All right, so let's do this. Yeah. Okay, so the top guy in the whole game, overall 632 points, is now going for Sanchez captain pick. Interesting. Now again, I said this last week, I wouldn't have been surprised if he got rested or if he got pulled off early, as in substituted early. So I'm could happen again this week. Really could. So he's got Vardy as backup. And he's got Cabaye. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I've got Cabaye in my team as well. And Mahrez and Azpilicueta in my team. I haven't Payet as well in mine, Vardy obviously, but the rest I haven't got any of these. So maybe that's one for me to have a look at, actually comparing it to my team. Maybe I need to bring in some of these guys because this guy is number 1 in the whole world, so he must be doing something right. Actually, can I see? Does anyone know if I can see if he's played a chip yet? Doesn't look so obvious. I don't really want to go through his whole history, but it'd be interesting to see if he has actually played. Okay, yes. Wow, last week played a bench boost chip. So yeah, again, yeah, just thinking about it, this is why some players in the overall league are higher than maybe you are, because if you've saved your chips, then yeah, these guys are kind of raced on ahead of everyone. Interestingly, yeah, 87 points. I had 82 or -8, so yeah, 70 odd with. Oh god, nice. So yeah, obviously Aguero captain that week. So yeah, I've only played 1 chip so far, and I am definitely holding on to the bench boost for the double game weeks. They still haven't been released yet exactly when they're going to happen, but when they do, if you can get 3 players on the bench who are playing twice, then yeah, happy days. You could be in for a big score. But yeah, going back, I just want to see if he has played any other chips. I don't think he has. I don't know. But it'd be interesting if if David's actually on this stream, that'd be pretty handy, just to explain how you kind of worked out your team. But maybe that's hoping for a lot. But anyway, just a reminder, he's gone for Sanchez as captain this week. Okay, so yeah, no chips there. Okay, I didn't want to go through all of them, but it looks like that's happening, so that's it. And Alan asking about De Bruyne. Yeah, good shout, I think. Wow, unlucky. Yeah, I'm expecting City to beat United, so I think that De Bruyne is a good enough shout. And obviously, yeah, now with Silva out, Bonnie, did very well on his first game. Well, yeah, first game as a replacement for Aguero, so Bonnie should do well again. But maybe De Bruyne gets pushed up even more. That'd be nice. In terms of owning De Bruyne. But anyway, I'm going through, basically, this is the history of the leader of the whole game at the moment. So it looks like he's only played the one chip so far, which was the bench boost last week. And did he get snuck up? Yeah, okay, so he hasn't played anything other than bench boost. So it looks like he's going to do pretty well, I think. But yeah, I don't know, guys, if you want to comment and show me how many, or tell me how many points you're on, or even if you've played your chips, that'd be quite interesting for the chat as well, to see the kind of your tactics, what you're thinking about in terms of playing chips. So yeah, for those who have been watching my videos and my other live streams, I did have triple captain of Costa last week, which paid off, I think. I mean, it could do better. Having the 36 points was decent enough for me. But yeah, I could have done better if it was like a double game week or something. But I was happy enough. So just to recap, triple captain played. But yeah, Mr. Katz, I don't know, I guess you're coming onto the stream maybe a little bit late, but basically I am picking Jamie Vardy. Well, I say I'm picking. You lot have picked it for me. So I did run a poll on my website. So the link is still in the description. So I think you can still vote. I haven't actually closed it. But anyway, Guzan getting 91 votes, very close to being captain. But Vardy took it in the end. So I was happy about that. Wow, okay, 20 minutes to go until the games kick off, and my battery's running low, and this beer needs drinking as well. So I think that's enough for this live stream. I'm going to round off now, actually say goodbye. Just to round off again, thanks to everyone who voted for my captain. Thanks to everyone who tweeted me their teams as well. Again, I hope you found it semi-useful, or at least kind of validated some of the thoughts that you'd already had. And yeah, good luck to everyone this game week. Let's have some fun with this game, fantasy football. Let's not take it too seriously. Let's not get in knickers in a twist if a rule goes against us. Let's just have fun with it. And hopefully I'll see you again either next week, or you'll see me again in a review video of game week 10 after all the games. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm going to sign off now. Thanks a lot, guys. And again, I will speak to you soon.